9:50 right now this morning. Lovely morning, lovely day. Today's gonna be a banger because we're gonna be doing an install video. That's right, install video on a Type R, a Boost Blue Type R. Now I never had any Boost Blue Type Rs on my video yet, so we're gonna head down to Alex's garage and do an install on the front splitter, the APR front splitter on a Boost Blue Honda Civic Type R. So why do people install front splitters on cars? That's the question. So let's get a little understanding why it's important to put on the car. So a splitter splits the air a car drives into and forces the high pressure up and the low pressure underneath the car. And by doing so, you get downforce, which increases traction. Well, look what we have here, the Boost Blue Type R. Oh yeah. So that's the car we'll be doing the install to. So yeah. Sheesh, we got that 2 Type Rs. Championship white and Boost Blue. Crazy thing is that's a stock exhaust. Sounds pretty good. And this is the AWE exhaust on the Type R. Look at that sexy thing, that big old booty. So this is the APR carbon fiber chassis mounted kit, which we'll be installing on that car there very soon. So yep, it's gonna be a fun one. We got all these cars, all these GDMs. Hell yeah. All right, here's our Boost Blue Type R. Check out the engine. We got that PRL intake. He's gonna probably do some modification very soon. Put something there. If you know what he'll probably put there, drop it in the comments, let me know. He's gonna do a little modification to this guy. But today, a little modification that will be happening down here. So we have Shane removing the clips here on the top parts, and as you can see there are several clips and screws. I actually never really counted them, but they look like they're like almost 20 or so, and I'm just pointing it out right here. So you need to remove a little part of the rubber, not the whole intake itself, just enough where this top shroud could be removed.
10 minutes later, he's going to
Honda. You're gonna get a Supra.
why did they sign this engineer?
Last time I messed with my car,
Oh,
I do the brakes.
He did his own brakes.
Maintenance mode. I was like, oh, the brakes are so greasy.
And what happened? You had to end up taking it to Honda, the
Yeah.
dealership, and it wasn't a cheap repair, right?
Yeah, it ended up like $400 more.
God damn.
The time's going to break. Yep.
Did it break?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you said,
Just pop out.
Okay.
Empty.
That's where the airflow goes. Like,
That's where you put the coke.
yeah. Shit. Hey man, I'm recording, bro. So now let's go underneath the car to see, what do we see? More screws. Yes, indeed. Screws, caps, whatever you want to call these clips. Yes, there's more, and more. Hey, there's another one. And another. And this one, you actually need a hex key. So just be aware. And yes, by the wheel well, 2 more on both sides. Now once you have all of the clips, screws removed, you gotta find these little tabs. You kind of gotta poke things and find them. Oh yeah, just like that, just like that.
So the clips are like right here, right there, and this one, that one, this one, and then it's on the other side too. So if you took all out the clips, they should come off.
Yep.
Doesn't come off.
That means there's a clip.
At least one clip.
There's always one clip, man.
Slowly, slowly. See? There's nowhere to hold it, huh? Eric, the fog lights. Nub nose Type R.
So here we're inspecting the splitter and the screws, and if you didn't know, it is a used one, so we're kind of just using the existing hardware that we received and so forth. Oh, we got Shane. This is his car. He has to
Damn it! Your car, bro. Your car.
Don't worry, we got mark it, so it's gonna be easy. So, speaking of marking, basically you have 4 markings you have to do. So when you're lifting that bracket, it should match. And booyah, there you go. So both sides. All right, let's go over the hardware. So it will be 2 at the top, at the bottom there, also on this bracket at the bottom, and also 2 on the top. So at this point, we encountered a dilemma. Basically, after you drill these holes, so 8 holes, you need a rivet set. Yes, a rivet set. So we actually had to go to Harbor Freight and purchase a rivet nut setter set.
Make sure it's all the way in, and then squeeze hard.
Okay.
All the way.
Yeah, come on.
Use those muscles.
Come on.
Man.
Come on, Thor.
Nice. There you go.
So Alex has to make these holes a little bigger for those rivets. Hulk mad. So once you have all your 8 holes drilled, you add those rivets and you screw them on. Make sure you also use a washer to have more stability.
Careful, careful now. All right. So what we're gonna do is gonna go down, go up, and then kind of like scoop down.
All right, we got the front grills removed here. Seems the clips are slightly touching on the bracket part around here. So we remove those to test it out.
Alright, line yours up.
Yeah, it looks pretty lined up. Just needs to push it. Alright, so we see a little dilemma here. We got this tab right here and this bar. It's not making a good fit. So what's the answer, Alex?
His choice.
So what's the answer, Shane?
With me, cut it off. You can't cut the bracket.
Yeah, a little indentation.
Straight and then it's
Yeah. Yeah, we got Shane here doing some surgery on the bumper here. He's cutting off this tab because it seems it is it's in the way on the bracket. Yeah, Shane should be using some gloves and dressed in scrubs, but He's just using his medical scalpel here, cutting this off. All right, seems we had to take out this front grill here, and we did shave this off. So we make sure it fits on. We plugged in the fog lights in the back by removing the bottom here. We had easy access to connect the fog light cables. So far we got a few of the screws mounted on. Look at the bottom there. We got Shane finishing it off. Alright, so on the front grille, once these tabs are removed, it can go back on the car. And if you remember, we actually cut it off here. And once that's on, this is secured, but you can put these rods. You would have to drill like another hole probably right here or so, and then like a connection, but it is secured with all the screws from underneath. And that completes the installation of the APR carbon fiber front splitter chassis mounted. Yeah, it's time to lower the car, Shay.
Do we got time?
He thought we got. And this is your APR front chassis mounted splitter. All right, so the install took a little longer than expected. We all met up at 10 a.m. Then at the peak of the heat, it was just getting too much. We had to take a few breaks. We actually had to go to Harbor Freight to buy a rivet kit to mount it properly, which was unexpected. And once we had that down, you know, we found out we had to trim some parts where the clips would hold on that front grille, like where the fog light is. So yeah, eventually we finished it close to 6 p.m. So yeah, long day, but hey, it's all done. It's on. Shane is going to finish up with the rods. Anyways, I want to thank everyone for checking out the video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. But for now, keep smiling, be safe, and always stay driven. Peace.